Yeah, it happens all the time at majors. Quite often courses are new to the entire field when they go to a major, and certainly for the younger players, they may not get to a course that holds a major every 10 years, say, for a long while, to get to play a course again, or for a second time at least. A lot of the good players will travel to one of the major venues and spend a day or two just to get some sort of viewing of it, some sort of idea of what club selection they need, how they're going to play the course, and then go in with a little more knowledge when they do get there to play practice rounds that week. But it's a long way to go, and the golf is all on this coast leading into the US Open over the next 5 weeks. So guys that haven't done it as yet, I don't think we're going to see a lot of guys flying all the way to the West Coast and then back again for another tournament and then back again for the US Open. From what I can tell, it's an unbelievable venue, but it's more like a British Open Championship than a US Open Championship, just because of the style of the Links Golf Club. You've really got 3 Links style venues this year, haven't you? You've got Chambers Bay, and then St Andrews, of course, which is the mother of all links, and then Whistling Straits, which isn't really a links, but boy, it sure looks like one. You know what I mean? It's more sand there than any links in the UK. So the guys that can control the ball flight the best are the guys that will perform well in those 3 majors coming up this year. The guys that hit it can control it, can handle the bad bounces, the nuances that go with that style of golf. It's not going to be bomb it as high as you can, float it into the greens. It's not going to be that style of golf. It's going to be more like Open Championship golf. The older guys have a bit more of an advantage than, say, the younger guys that haven't played a lot of links golf in general. Of course, Rory McIlroy's already won links golf and grew up in links golf, and he's one of the young guys. So I'm generalising when I say that, but don't be surprised to see a Jim Furyk or someone that really controls the ball flight in their 40s performing well in the majors this year. Well, I think golf in Australia is strong and deep, and a lot of very fine young players coming through, both men's and women's, and a lot of great young juniors that haven't turned pro yet or are just about to turn pro. I think Ryan Ruffles, for instance, is going to be a world beater, and he's surrounded by a good core group of youngsters, in that 16 to 19 year age, that are going to come out and explode pretty soon. But the golfers that are out on tour now, they're not all in great form currently, but most of the guys tend to build their year around the majors and try and get ready and peak for the majors. Adam Scott's working on new things. He's got new irons in his clubs, new shafts, in his irons over the last couple of weeks. So I think he's more comfortable with his equipment now. Jason Day's fit and healthy. He's already had a win on tour. I'd like to see him bring his ball flight down a little bit for these majors coming up. He hits it so high. But in general, golf is great. We're so lucky there in Australia with so many great golf courses and fantastic weather for golf.